Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? It's Thursday. It's Adventure Day. How are things? How are we all doing tonight? I'm not so great. Whatever Jason had for the last week has finally caught up with me. So we'll just see how things go tonight. It's a bit straight into the chest. So yay. I'm trying to drink as much alcohol as possible to try and stave it off, but we'll see how we go. Who have we got in tonight? Who's all with us for adventuring on Joseph Daniels' Grim Dickensian Part 2, where we need to backtrack a little bit. Jam! Hello! Plenty of fluids, buddy. Yes, absolutely, as always. Yeah, that's the only thing to do is just keep the fluids up, sweat it out, and yeah, as much sleep as possible. Thankfully, no painkillers yesterday. Today's not been so bad. I've not had to take anything so far, but definitely stiffening up, achiness. Yeah, it's all just kicking in. Had a coffee fit together and felt like every single muscle in my stomach had just gone into spasm. So I really need to lose some weight. Really need to lose some weight to stop that happening. That's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, how are things? How are we all tonight? How's your week been so far? How have you been since Monday if I saw you? How have you been since last week if I didn't see you since then? What have you been up to? Some of you I caught last night on Ken's stream, of course, so that was good fun. And yeah, so it's nice to see who's kicking around. So give us a shout if you're here and say hello. And we shall start. So, spoke to Joseph pinged me after last week's stream and said he thoroughly enjoyed it, and promptly said, when's the VOD going up on YouTube so that I can link to it, which I promptly did, got that out of the way, got that up for him, so he linked that from his page, which was quite nice. I think we've had a few people trotted over there and had a look, last time I checked. Excuse me a second, let me just have a quick squiz and see. If you're not sure, I've got, obviously I have a number of different channels, but the VODs are going out on my Babel17 account, which is under the same email address as this, so let me see if I can get there. Come on, don't give me that rubbish. It keeps taking me to one of my Minecraft ones, which I've not got sorted yet, and then it hangs. Oh god, I wonder if it's that. There's a thing I put on it which is meant to help with analytics and stuff, and I might have to get rid of that. It's not doing well. There's my cream. I don't care. Just I just want it to work, please, people. Hello. Oh my lord. I think these things just work. That one over there works perfectly fine. I don't understand that. What am I? Got my sister visiting up here the next couple of days and a load of Christmas presents. Right. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I don't want to view my channel. I want to switch account. Oh, for goodness sake. Hung. What's going on? That was now stopped, is it? No, it's just very quiet. Excellent. This is just boding so well. I wonder if I can do it in Chrome. No, because no. Yes. Go to that account. I think I have too many accounts. I think that's the problem. Let's go there. Oh, so much fun watching me dick around with this. Switch account. I would like to go to that one, please. That one. That. Oh, fucking hell Work? What do you mean that's not? It does need the at symbol. Ah, interesting. Did not know that. Anyway, here we go. Nathan, hello! We're here. Hello, Kit. You're fine, you're absolutely fine. I'm trying to find something. It's had 12 views. So there you go. 12 views since... So part 1 for last week has 12 views. That's not bad. Well, we'll see how it goes. If you ever do want to, and you're not already, then this is where I'm moving all the VODs to, slowly but surely. So ultimately that will be the repository for all of our VODs moving forward, not Twitch, because you can only keep so much on Twitch now, and I think once I started to archive this, and it also hits another audience, potentially. And I'm letting it be fairly organic, so you know, if you give it a follow, great. If you want to comment, great. See how you go. You know, it's there for you if you want to. Right. So what Joseph said is we missed a bit of an issue. We missed a thing with the because I downloaded the sheets from the internet and we used those. He said, guess what? The prologue adventure sheet is automatically blank. But he says if you go and check the book, the prologue sheet will have a whole load of stuff in it which we can use. Which means that, yeah, so you won't be able to see that yet. Let's flip things over to the table view. There we are. So it has all of the components and money and stuff in it. So I'm going to copy all of this out onto the sheet here just to make sure that we're 100% right. And we'll take it from there. So 876, 810, 6, 667, 10, 75, 558, 0, 6, 10. Stamina of 30, 20, 24, 24, and 20 is their base level. They have 50 shillings, 30 shillings, and 15. In which case, in our case, 10. Holmes' inventory is a rapier, revolver, 3 lockpicks, and a pipe, 3 uses. Watson has a cane, a revolver, 2 poisonous gas and 1 chloroform. We have we now have 2 bandages, 2 alcohol, 1 ointment, 1 splint, 1 thread, 2 pliers, that, and that. 1 fatigue, 1 cold, no pneumonia, and 1 headache and no migraine. Dodger has soft shoes, 3 uses. Pocket knife. 2 traps. And 6 lockpicks. And that's it. So we can go back. So Joseph said we're allowed to go back since it's our first time. He said we're allowed to go back and have another go at fixing people. So that's nice. Now then, we missed the money, yes, and our starting. Yes, so basically we did miss out on that, unfortunately, but it's fine. Because, as I said, Joseph has said we can graciously go back. I need to find out where that would be. try 245 to start with. I don't think we were that much up the street, and that was the thing. Uh, 246. Right, so that's the man lying in the street. It's 245. So you want to go back a bit further than that. 128 perhaps? And we'll just branch from there. 128, 361. Pt2, I think this is us. There we go. Right, so we're back on track. Excuse me. 882. I might dispense with the voices tonight because I don't know how long I'll be able to keep them up for. We are Holmes at this point. Sorry, we are Watson at this point. I'm a doctor, you say as you approach the man. How can I help? It's my son, the man says. He took a tumble down the stairs and I think he may have broken something. Would you come inside and have a look? Of course, you say. You then follow the man inside to his dining room where you find his wife and 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, standing around a 4th young boy who lies on the table crying. Who's this, Bob? The wife asked, confused by your arrival. It's all right, my love. He's a doctor. He's come to have a look at Tim. Approaching the table, you now get a better look at your patient. The boy's leg is fractured, and he appears to be suffering from fatigue. Yes, I have. I've got Jay's cold. It's just started kicking in today, big time. So woke up with it, sort of sat in my chest this morning. And as the day's gone on, it's just gradually got, the more tired I get, the worse it gets. So we'll see how, as I said, we'll see how we go tonight, see how the old voice holds up. So what exactly happened here, you ask? Well, Bob had just come in from work, says the woman, and I was preparing the tea. I called up to Tim to come downstairs, and then I went back to the stove, and then a few moments later I heard a loud thud and heard Tim cry out in pain, and that's when I found him at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, please, say you can help him, doctor. I can't stand to see him in pain. To heal the boy will require the following: 1 fatigue, 1 splint, and 1 bandage, of which we have 1 fatigue, 2 bandages, and 1 splint. If you have these and wish to help the boy, mark them off and turn to 714. Are we helping? Are we helping? Oh, you're buffering. Oh, great. Already, and I've done nothing. Bear with me a second. Jesus Christ. Right, there we go. I've closed absolutely everything I possibly can. Hopefully that will calm things down a little bit. Hey Steve, sorry, hey Maisie, I didn't really see you both come in. That seems more stable now. Excellent, okay, good. Close everything down as much as possible. Typical. There is literally nothing else left. Don't even have Discord open tonight. Cool. Right, let's go with that then. So, are we going to save Tiny Tim? Yes or no? 2 pencils on the go. I've got a which is Ukara. So we have deviated ever so slightly, so we're branching out. We're going this way now. 882. We'll carry on from here. Save him, says Nathan. Yes, excellent. One for yes. Yeah, let's try and save him. Cool. I might be out of it for a bit tonight, and yes. No, Maisie, you know, that's absolutely no problem. You know that. Hello, Cabron. Welcome in. Hello. Save him, save him. Oi, literature. Right, see if we can save Tiny Tim. 10 to 714. Hey to yourself. Cademan, how are you? 714, there we go. Okay, after fixing the boy's leg and giving him something for the pain, he seems much better. Thank you ever so much, says the man. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't run into you. I'm glad I could help, Mr. Cratchit, Bob Cratchit. Like I said, I really am glad I could help Mr. Cratchit, you say, but this is only a temporary fix. I would recommend taking the boy to the hospital. It is possible he may need further medical care. Now, I'm sorry, but I must be on my way. Oh, stay for dinner, please. We owe you something for your trouble. Thank you for the offer, but I really must decline. I have urgent business to take care of in town. Well, take this to have on your journey, the woman says, and she hands you a pie. Oh, madam, you say, I really couldn't. Nonsense, she says. It's the least I can do. Ooh. At COE 23. Ooh. What does that mean? So what do we do with that then? COE 23. Add the pie to your inventory. When eaten, it will give +5 stamina. Code 23. How do we do that? I don't know what that means. Alright, hold on. 2 seconds, because that's the thing at the beginning about adding chance encounters. Rules on play. SAE. COE. Stands for crossover events. These work in similar ways for SAE, but rather than being choice-driven events, they affect your character's story. These will affect the stories of other characters you choose to play as later. You put an X in the box on your adventure sheet. Alright, okay, fine. So COE 23 gets a little cross in the box there. Marvellous. Marvellous. A pie! Yes, I'm sorry, I'm in and out as I'm currently on call and taking phone calls. Steve, don't worry about it, my friend. We are here for you as and when you need to. I'm peckish now, I need a snack. Pie. So, pie. There's nowhere to put it. Watson. Pie. +5 S. +5 stam. Handy. 245. Okay, so we're just one slight deviation away. So 245, I think. Oh, now hold on. We need to cross off. So we're down to 1. 0 fatigue. 0 splints. And 1 bandage. Yep, okay. 245. 39. Try pie. Try. The pie D. Aha, yes. 245. Further on, I have no pie. Further on into your journey, you come across a man lying in the middle of the street. He is a small, portly fellow wearing a tattered suit and top hat. Your first thought is that he may be a drunk who has passed out, but there is also the possibility that he could be wounded, or worse, dead. Do you wish to investigate the man lying on the street? Turn to 984. Well, we did. And that's where we found out he's got a wound, a stab wound. Shall we help him? Choice is to investigate or continue. What do you fancy? Heck and investigate. Yep. I think you're even behind me now, Nathan. Might want to do a wee refresh. I'm about 10 seconds out according to my stream. Yeah. Steve B wants to investigate. Help, I guess if we can, says Maisie. Yep, so investigate. Can we? Yes, of course we can. So that's 3-0. I think we'll go with it. Let's go and help. Well, that's what we did last time, and then we found out that we he needed stitches. And now we have the wherewithal to do it, so hooray! We're a good doctor. Ping. Investigate. Thank you, Steve. 984. 83, 4. Upon approaching the man, you see that he has a nasty stab wound on the left side of his abdomen. Ouch. 12 seconds delay here. Not too bad. Checking for signs of life, you find he is still breathing, but perhaps not for long if you don't do something about his wound. To heal his wound, you will require the following. 1 alcohol, 1 bandage, 1 thread. We have 1 bandage, we have 2 alcohol, and we have 1 thread. We now have 0 bandage, 1 alcohol, and 0 thread. Because I presume you want to help him, yes? Shall we heal the man? Yes or no? Heal the man. Yes or no? Stitch him up. Like a kipper. Done him right proper, innit? Like a kipper. There you go, see, like a kipper. Nice. I may have listened to a track called Someone Pinched Me Winkles this week by a certain synonymous Australian cartoonist and paedophile. It's still funny. It's still funny. Yes and yes. If you don't know the track. Someone's pinched me winkles. Me winkles have been pinched. Me winkles have been pinched. It's very funny. Right, let's see if we can help the man who's down on the ground. 8:29. Can we tell who it is yet? I think we possibly can, yes. Right. Shortly after cleaning and sewing up the man's wound, he comes round and looks at you with panic in his eyes. It's all right, you say. I'm a doctor. I found you wounded in the street and thought you may need some assistance. Oh, many thanks, young sir, he says. You've done me a great service. Do you remember what happened to you? It was that Bill Sykes. He came to collect the money that I owed him, and I didn't have it. And I said all I needed was 1 more day, and that Wilkins McCorb was not a man to welch in a debt. But he didn't listen. He said he stuck me with his sharp and tiny blade. Oh, how the blood flowed from the Thames to the Pacific, and I really thought it was the end for old McCorb. I imagine how heartbroken Mrs. McCorb would be when she learnt of my death, but also how better off she would not be not having to suffer any debts any longer. And in that moment that I drifted to sleep, I had begun to find some peace. But alas, it seems the world is not done with old McCorb. Why else would it send one such as you to awaken me from my slumber? I'm a little bit confused here, you say. Are you saying you would have preferred that I not save you? Oh no, dear boy, not at all. I'm ever so grateful that you did. It's just for a moment there I didn't have a single worry in the world. It felt nice. But I suppose no one should be let off that easily, least of all old McCorber. Now it appears another debt is in order. Oh, you don't owe me anything. No, we'll not hear of that. Come with me. Sykes is indeed a nasty piece of work. You follow McCarver as he leads you to his home, which is not far, where he produces a suitcase filled with all manner of items. For saving me, I'd like to offer you any item you choose from my inventory free of charge. If you'd wish to pay for more, please feel free to. You'll not find prices like this anywhere else. So now you can add any one of these to your inventory. If the item happens to be a multiple, you can take all of them. If you should wish to buy anything else after, you must deduct the amount from your shillings and add the items to your inventory. Right, so we have got... right. So we have a pipe. 3 uses. 1 shilling allows you to +2 to all attributes in the first initiative of any fight. Which is why Holmes has 3 of them. Trap, 1 use per trap purchased, 2 shillings. Take 4 damage on any successful stealth attack. Torches, times 6, 2 shillings. Needed to venture into sewer, can be used to fend off rats. That might be handy. Lockpicks times 5, 1 shilling. Chicken legs times 6, 2 shillings. +2 stamina for each one can be used to distract rats. Bottle of gin, 4 uses, 3 shillings. +1 to combat rolls, -2 to stamina for each pint. You can have up to 3 before a fight. The effect wears off after the fight, but the stamina does not replenish. Ooh. Book and martial arts, 1 shilling. +2 to brawling permanently, reading takes 6 phases. Book on guns, 1 shilling. +2 to ranged permanently, reading takes 6 phases. I don't know what phases though. Book and weaponry. Bizarre, I thought I heard talking in the background. Book and weaponry, 1 shilling. +2, hold on. That's alright, I thought a video was playing for a moment there. No, I haven't got anything else open. How bizarre, I'm hearing voices, people. Hearing voices. Realises you'll now have to explain to Kit who Derek Geiler is. So book and weaponry, 1 shilling, 2 +2 to weapons, permanently reading takes 6 phases. Soft shoes, 3 uses, 2 shillings. Each use can either be used to +1 to a stealth combat roll or cover when you roll a 1 in a sneaking roll. When you're done, say farewell and continue on your way, turn to 49. So, is there anything you fancy? Let me go through them again. Pipe, 3 uses. Gives you +2 to all attributes in the first initiative of any fight. Trap, 1 use per trap purchased, takes 4 damage on any successful stealth attack. Torches times 6, needed to venture into the sewers, can be useful to fend off rats. Lock pickings times 5, chicken legs times 6, +2 stamina for each one, and can be used to distract rats. Bottle of gin, 4 uses, +1 to combat rolls, -2 to stamina, but the stamina stays permanently off. Book and martial arts, book and guns, book and weaponry, all add +2 to their various elements for permanently, but it takes 6 phases to read. And then soft shoes, 3 uses, 2 shillings. So, to give you an idea, Holmes has a rapier, a revolver, 3 lockpicks, and a 3 times pipe. We have a cane, a revolver, 2 poisonous gas, 1 chloroform, and a pie. Dodger has got his pocket knife, 1 set of soft shoes, 2 traps, and 6 lockpicks. I'm tempted by the torches, personally. Pipe and traps. I want to whack someone around the head with a pipe. Would you like me to go through them all again? Pipe, 3 uses. Allows you to +2 to all attributes for the first initiative of any fight. Trap, 1 use per trap per purchase. I don't quite know how that works. Torches, 6. Handy for going into the sewers. Lockpicks times 5. Chicken legs times 6. Bottle of gin. Book and martial arts, book and guns, book and weaponry, and soft shoes. Torch and pipe, pipe and trap. So, so we've got, okay, let's go this. So, Kit has said pipe, traps, so it's 1 apiece. Maisie has said torch and pipe, so pipe gets 2, torch gets 1. Bear in mind, we have 30 shillings, so we can always purchase plenty of bits and pieces if you so desire. Got no problem with that whatsoever. Torches 2. Oh, Kit wants torches 2. So that's another one for 2 for torches. Come on, all you sleuths out there. What do you reckon we need? wonderful people. What have you got? He's basically a black market hawker. Of course he is. So, 2 people like a pipe, 1 person wants traps, and 2 people like torches. Hey, it's Victorian London's equivalent of cut my own throat dibble. Of course it is. Yeah. Stab me own gut dibble. I think pipe and torches are a good shout. So Nathan's on for pipe and torches. I mean, to be fair, I mean, the traps are 2 shillings, so... Excuse me. Yeah. So what we could have, so pipes 1 shilling, traps are 2 shilling, and torches are 2 shillings. So if we take the torches free, then we can spend 3 shillings on buying traps and pipes. More than happy. More than happy to that. It's only 3 shillings. It's 10% of our current earnings. Should we do that then? We'll take the torches for free. I want to leave enough to pay off Dodger's debt this time though. Well, we're already past that, I think. Or maybe not. Oh, that might be just coming up then. That could be coming up, in which case then at the moment Dodger has 15. He has enough on his own. I feel like we were mean making him pay up last week. Got to teach the boy a lesson, yeah. You can understand about commerce if you don't feel the pain yourself. You're always asking somebody else to pay for it for you. Yeah, children today, I tell you. Right, let's go with this then. Let's go torches. We'll take the torches for free. I'm going to put them over here. Torches times 6. We will take trap times 1 and pipe 3 uses, and that's a 3 shillings, which takes us down to 27. Does that sound good enough for you? Yeah. Anything else? So one last check through what we've got. Okay. We've taken the pipe, we've taken the trap, we've taken the torches. Lockpicks times 5. Well, both Holmes has 3 and Dodger has 6. We probably don't need them. Probably not very good at it either. Chicken legs, again, it's more food if you want. Also possible to throw them at rats. That's 2 shillings. Bottle of gin, I don't know. And the books, it would be quite nice, I suppose, to up our stats on our... well, we've got brawling, weapons, and ranged. We're still better at ranged. Pardon me. But martial arts possibly, or weaponry is yeah, weapons and brawling are our two weaker ones as Watson. But it's up to you. And then soft shoes. And I think again, I think Dodge is better off with soft shoes than us. So if it was me, I'd probably walk away at this point and just go to 49. Happy enough to do so? Give me a yes in chat if you're happy enough to carry on as we are. Nathan says yes. Okay, cool. Happy to carry on, says Kit. Lovely. Right, 49 then. You finally come to Saffron Hill. Yay, says Steve. Marvellous. We finally get to Saffron Hill. And we begin to show the pictures around that Holmes had given you. As luck would have it, Mr. Dawkins seems to be quite well known around these parts, and more than a few people are happy enough to point you towards some of his haunts. It is whilst exploring one of these, a busy marketplace, that you hear someone shout, "Get back here! No one steals from me and gets away with it." Then you see a young, cheeky-looking boy emerge from the crowd, followed by 2 stocky, angry-faced men. Carry on my wayward son. Looking to the picture, you realise the resemblance is uncanny. As the boy runs past you, you quickly grab hold of him and pull him to one side. Now up close you see is a dirty, snub-nosed, flat-browed, common-faced boy of 15 with all the airs and manners of a man. "What do you think you're doing?" he says in his commentary. These people are after me. "Jack Dawkins?" you ask. "Might be," he says. "Depends who's asking." "My name is Dr. John Watson. I'm here on behalf of Sherlock Holmes. He needs your help with a small matter." "I'd have the boy," said a voice. "You can have him once we're done." You turn to see the men who were chasing him standing behind you. "First, tell me what the boy has done to warrant this kind of pursuit," you ask. 2 men against a young boy hardly seems fair. "He stole something precious from me. It was an old family heirloom worth 5 shillings. "So that's what this is about? Money?" "That's right. If you don't pay it back, we'll take it in blood." Our cast into the telly keeps dying again. I'm sorry. I'm not showing any issues on this end at all. Thank you very much, undiscovered nativisms, but you may go away. I hope to get a new smart telly next week though. Oh, okay, cool. It's not you, and it's that's good but sad at the same time. So hopefully we can actually run the native Twitch app. Excellent. And we run ours from our Fire Stick and it seems okay. Somebody said they were dicking around with it on Fire Stick though. So hopefully it's better off on TV. It's more the case that I'll have Chromecast built in. Indeed, talk to the foot. Thank you, Kit. Thank you, Kit. Oh yeah, we're going to take it in blood. So if you convince the boy to pay back what he's stolen, do you choose to pay on his behalf, or do you choose to fight them? My telly is ancient. So we're going to convince the boy to pay back what he's stolen, choose to pay on his behalf, or choose to fight them. Which would you like to do this week? We've had it since that. Oh really? Good lord. Oh, that's fair enough. It's a fair chunk of time. Oh yeah, you want to pay up for them, don't you, Kit? So D for Dodger to pay, U for us to pay, or F to fight, I guess. Tough. Dodger, us, fight. Put 1 down for us. I'm watching on Fire Stick and it's fine. Hooray! Yeah, we normally watch on the Fire Stick, or we cast from our phones. Because there's only, on the Fire Stick app, the Twitch app, you only get 12 VODs to go back on, whereas on the phone it's 15 or 16, so it's handy if we've missed a few. Pay the boys' debts. Steve's going to make the boy pay for it, but Stevie B wants us to pay for it, so there we go. A conflict of opinions between the Stevie Bs. Oh, right. Swamp water up and running. So 2-1 for us to pay. And Maisie Bug would like us to pay. Right, so we're going to pay this time round. So that's 5 shillings off us, taking us down to 22. Leaving Dodger on 15. And turning to 851. So this is where this is us now properly deviating. Pay. That's us properly deviating from what happened last time. So new avenues opened up. Plot point unlocked. 851. Here, he says, you hand one of the men 5 shillings. This ought to settle the boy's debt. Now, do you have an understanding? It will suffice, one of them says before he turns to Jack. But if I ever catch you stealing from us again, I'll chop your bloody hands off. After this, they leave. You didn't need to do that, Jack says. Think of it as a retainer for your services. I'm sure Mr. Holmes will have more for you when you're done. What exactly is it he wants me to do? Well, we can discuss it on the way. Add COE 18 and turn to 252. COE 18? It's not even on here. 18. Tick. Okay. 252. Ah, well, so this is bringing us up to where we were last week. 252. Eh? 252, not 552. That was confusing. It says, have you got this and have you got that? I'm going, no. Have we missed something out? No worries, Kit. The Stevie B's are not a hive mind. Fair enough. Each to their own, as they say. Righty, okay. For the journals of Dr. John Watson. Later that evening, Holmes, myself, and the young and sprightly Mr. Dawkins met outside the offices of Chuzzlewit and Sons. Oh yeah, he's going to climb in. Glad you agreed to come, Dodger, Holmes says. What has Watson told you so far? Something about a bloke who got murdered in his house, Dodger says. And you think it might have something to do with a business called Chestnut and Son, Chuzzlewit and Son, I corrected him. Here's what I said. He also mentioned something about you going there in disguise to attend an interview. Which I did this afternoon, Holmes confirmed for us. I didn't learn as much as I'd hoped, but I did meet the owner of the company. His name is Jonas Chuzzlewit, and I believe he may be our villain. He originally ran the company with its father, the recently deceased Anthony Chuzzlewit. From the way he spoke about the man, I could tell there was no love lost there, and it wouldn't surprise me if Jonas had had a hand in his death too. At the moment, though, it is just theory, and I'm hoping that a full exploration of his office may reveal the evidence we need to convict him. From this caper, Holmes has brought along 2 oil lamps for us to use once we were inside. The trouble was getting inside in the first place. Were it not for the fact that the front door had a particularly complicated lock, Holmes probably would have used his own lock-picking skills to get us in. But now it was up to the talents of the Artful Dodger. Unfortunately, not even his famed skills could get us through that door, but being as young and as athletic as he was more than happy to try and get inside via the roof, and then open the door from us from the other side. Having witnessed firsthand the skill set of the young burglar I picked up in Saffron Hill, I was fairly confident he was up to the task at hand. The thing I wasn't so sure about was whether he could be completely trusted. Turn to 517. This is exactly where we got to last week. 517. Congratulations. We are back where we were and 50 minutes in. 45 minutes. 40 minutes in. That's not bad. Rewind when the crowd said Boo Selector. Craig David all over your boink. Would you like Craig David all over your boink? Would you, sir? Oh, suit you, sir. Suit you. That certainly is a boink, sir. Oh, yes, indeed. You are now the Artful Dodger. Alright, Governor. Tutorial, Dodger's opportunities. Here we go, then. At certain times during the adventure, Dodger may be able to use his keen eye to find opportunities to steal, make observations, or uncover other opportunities exclusive to him that do not appear in the passage. In the same way as using Holmes' deductions, you must turn to the back of the book to the section titled Dodger's Opportunities. He's not my type, fair enough. Under this you will find a long list of short paragraphs with a number beside each one. By scanning the list and finding the number of the passage you are currently on, you will see if there are any corresponding clues or opportunities that can help you act upon. You can only do this after you have read the whole passage, but if an action should occur towards the end of a passage, you can look at your opportunity first. For example, if you come to a chase at the end of a section, excuse me, an opportunity in your list may aid you with this. Some of the clues and opportunities will be instantly accessible, but some may require you to have particular SAE, evidence, or COE to be able to read. These clues will be written backwards so you don't accidentally sight read them before you're meant to. Tutorial, using stamina to aid physical tasks. It's half the fun of game booking, retreading old ground, yes. As well as stamina being a record of your health, you can also use it at times to enhance your rolls during physical tasks. If you choose to do this, you will be allowed to add a 1 to 2 to your dice roll, but must deduct the same amount of points from your stamina. You will be told whenever this option is available. Looking around at the surrounding area, you consider the best way to get to the rooftop. The first possibility you see is some scaffolding on the side of a building that you could attempt to climb. This would be the quickest way, but it would certainly require a great deal of stamina and could be dangerous. Whilst considering this option, you notice a man leaving his house to put rubbish out onto the street and see a new possibility. Not only has he left his door wide open, but his back is facing you. If you could sneak past him, you could enter his house and attempt to get to the roof from there. The trouble is that you don't know what to expect when you get inside, and if you get caught, you could end up spending the night in the cell. Make your decision carefully, because Holmes is counting on you. Through the houses and up through the attic. Fair enough. So, do you wish to try the scaffolding, or do you wish to try to sneak past the man? Bear in mind that Dodger begins with a pair of soft shoes in his inventory. These will allow you to ignore a one if it is rolled in a stealth roll. You can only use these 3 times. So I would go scaffolding or house. That's, I guess, is the first choice. S for scaffolding, H for house. Tech issues, no worries, Nathan. Carry on. I'll put that there for a moment whilst people decide. Scaffolding to get to the rooftop or up through the house? Oh, excuse me. Why? Don't. Oh, now what is doing this? It's not me. Up the scaffolding, what could possibly go wrong? Scaffolding, scaffolding, scaffolding. Okay. This music is being a dick. And it's causing everything to drop out. Why is that doing that? Man, this just oh, so frustrating. God, I hate my broadband. I've got nothing to play because otherwise I'm going to get copyright strike. Nathan says scaffolding, you say house. Scaffolding, house. Scaffolding, house. Well, I hate to tell you, Kit, but everybody is going scaffolding. By the looks of things. What can we do about music? Can I change my settings? Output, audio. Stream. Output. No, I can't do anything because it's already set. I need to stop the stream again, I guess. Okay, fine. Nothing I can do. Oh well. If we plummet to a death, I reserve the right to say I told you so. No, absolutely fine. And we will. I'd like to have the music, but it's causing merry hell with everything else, so I think we're just going to have to go quiet, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Right, let's go and see what happens if we go scaffolding. I really need to fix the audio in this. It's driving me mad. We're going to try the scaffolding, so 954. Let's see what happens. Approaching the scaffolding, you prepare yourself for the climb. Roll a single die 6 times and try to throw the following numbers in order. What? So, it says, whew, roll a single die 6 times and try to throw the following numbers in order. 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3. Now, normally this would be close to impossible, since the odds of rolling all those numbers perfectly is very unlikely. But you have the option to -1 or 2 stamina to speed up or slow down your momentum in whatever you are doing. So with each roll you make that is not exact, you can either -1 or 2 or +1 or 2 to your roll to make the number shown. Whether you make it or not, you then move on to the next roll. If you do this with 2 mistakes or less, you make it to the top. If you make more than 2 mistakes, you unfortunately have a nasty fall, and if you are still alive, you must start the sequence again. Oh my god. So, we need to roll 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3. Three, 2, 3. That's a 6. So if it's high, what do we lose? What do we do? Ready, my I told you so. Now, we're meant to do this individually. Oh, right, so you don't want me to try and get through this? You want me to do it properly? I'm happy to do it properly. Fine. I'm going to put these off to one side. We're going to use the yellow dice. It's a 5. Would you like to lower it to a 4? You can either -1 to 2 or +1 to 2 to your roll to make the number shown. So we take this off our stamina. So our stamina is 20. So if we take 1 off our stamina, it's a 4. Do you want to try that? I'm happy to. I don't mind. Then we can compare it to how much stamina it would have cost doing it my way. Should we do it properly? Let's try it properly. Right, so we would I'm going to do this off to the side. So we'd be down to 19, right, and that becomes a 4. Okay, as required. Then we need to roll a pair of 3s. So let's go red and green, one at a time. It's a 2, so we'll lose another one to make it a 3. We'll have to lose another one to make it a 3. Right. Then a 4, a 2, and a 3. So let us go these ones. 4. It's a 3, so we're down to 16 to make that a 4. It's going to be a 2. It's a 1, so we're down to 15 to make it a 2. And finally, a 3. Congratulations. So we have lost 5 points doing it that way. 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3 will lose as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's exactly the same. It doesn't matter which way round. It would have been exactly. It would still have taken us down to 15 stamina. So there you go. Do we get this back? No, we don't. We don't get any of this back. So we're down to 15 stamina. But we're not dead. If you do this with 2 mistakes or less, you make it to the top. Well, I've said we're fine. 67. I'm saying we're right. and that's fine. We've lost some stamina. It's what you would do, surely. You're fatigued. You're climbing all the way up. It's like imagine climbing up a chimney or a narrow. Let's say it's 3 foot wide, but it's 10 foot tall, or 3 foot wide, but it's 20 feet tall, and you shimmy with your back up, and you put your legs, back legs, all the way up to the top. That's gonna knacker you. So I think that's valid that we lose 5 stamina for something like that. It's not bad. Could have been a lot worse. You've pulled things climbing and you're tired. Yes, exactly. That is the way of it. Right. 67. With aching muscles, you make it to the top of the roof to find yourself faced with a whole new challenge. To reach the office building, you must leap 2 significant gaps between the roofs. To leap a gap, you must roll in 2 stages. Roll 1 die for your run-up. If you're not happy with the result, you can try again 2 more times, but your last roll will be the one that counts. You may add up to 2 stamina to ensure your roll is higher. Fair enough. Now roll an additional die for your jump and add this to your run-up roll for your final total. Okay, I'm not going to even look. We're going to roll 2 dice. Which colours would you like me to roll, my ladies and gentlemen? The first 2 colours that get 2 choices will be the 2 dice we roll. Oh, this is not going well. I miss music. Feel free to put music on at your side. I think it's causing me more trouble than it's worth actually having running. Green and purple are the first 2 out of the door tonight. Joker colours. Well, yeah, Joker colours, green and purple. Thank you, Nathan. What else would you like? Who else would like to try some colours? All the colours available to you today. Here. Red. Okay. Blue and red. Well, then red is definitely coming, and blue's come up to the front. Hey, Loud Fam, how you doing? Nice to see you. Purple and white. There we go. So, that's it. We're going purple and red. All the colours tonight. Okay, so it says... roll 1 die for your run-up. Right, which colour are we rolling? So, red was the first one. So, let's see how this goes. It's a 3. We can add stuff to it if you want. Or do you wish to take it as is? I think... roll 1 die for your run-up. If you're not happy with the result, you can try again 2 more times, but your last roll will be the one that counts. Would you like me to try again? I just realised you can make an MB flag. You have yellow, white, purple and blue. Black. Yes. Would you like me to roll again? Is 3 sufficient, or would you like me to re-roll? Get your shouts into chat. How you see fit. What do you fancy? I don't like this strobing. I don't know why this strobing is happening. I want to replace all my cameras. I want to replace the whole setup, actually. Re-roll. Re-roll, okay. I'm going to go for the re-roll. Re-roll, that's 2. Perfect, okay. It's a 1. We have 1 last chance. And we have to take whatever it is. So if it's a 2, that's it. Re-roll. We don't want the 1, do we? We don't want the 1. We have to re-roll. We have to. We have to. It's a 6! There we go. Hooray! Hooray! Get your Use your dice emotes. Get your dice emotes up. Get those flowing. Let's push our luck and reroll. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some of those going in chat. Okay. Now roll an additional die for your jump and add this to your run-up roll for your final total. Woohoo! Well, this is actually anything. This will be fine. So, here we go. That's a 1. So that's 7. If you roll 7, or over with the first gap, you leap across successfully and must now attempt another run-up and jump for the second gap. So, same again. Here we go. It's a 3. Let's re-roll. It's a 1. Let's re-roll. It's a 2. Oh, God. It's a 2. Shit. No! That's not good. I was just playing. I was just playing there. The choice is, would you like to change your dice colours for your second roll? Or you're happy with the same ones? If you would like to change the dice colours, let me know now. If you would like to choose different colours, let me know now. And if you would like me to then roll, let me know now. I'm not taking any of those. That was just me just playing. I'm just playing. Because I'm being silly and not giving you a chance to choose. We need data over for the next one. Let's not plummet to the street and lose six stamina, shall we? God, this lack of audio is weird. Lack of music is weird. Have I lost you all? Have I dropped off the face of the planet? Is there anybody there? You're here. Good, right. I'll be choosing new dice to roll. If you would like to, yes. Because as I say, I was just re-roll. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. Kip would like to re-roll. Right. So, Lamfam, would you like to choose 2 dice, please? Let's go this way. Choose 2 dice from all of the wonderful colours that we have that you would like to roll. Which one is your first choice? Black and white. Okay, black and white. So we're going to go black first, yes? And white is our second. So we get 3 chances on this one. I'll take the 6 if that's all right with you. Let's hope this isn't a 1, all right? Anything above 1 is good. Love fam. Congratulations. Pair of 6s. Very nice. Very nice. Congratulations. You have leapt the second gap. You successfully leap across and land on the roof of the office building, turning to 5:30. Well done. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Black and white dice for the win. Indeed. Indeed. 5:30. Well done. We didn't die. Indeed. Not yet, anyway. Plenty of time yet. So, on the office roof, you find a conveniently placed skylight. Climbing in through a window, you lower yourself as far as you can before allowing yourself to drop. Luckily, it's not that far, so you land lightly. It is pitch black in here, but by the light of the moon you can see that you're in some kind of conference room, and surrounding you are some expensive-looking items. There appears to be only one door out of this room, and unfortunately it seems to be locked. There is, however, a window that looks out onto a thin ledge, leading to another window. We don't need to be scraped off the street with a trowel. Not yet. Not yet. If you wish to attempt to pick the lock, you only have so many lockpicks to do so. If you run out, you will have to brave the window ledge to get to the next window. Combination 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. Oh, God. So, do you wish to pick the lock or do you wish to brave the window ledge? That's the first question. Pick or ledge, P or L? If it was pick and window ledge, that would be PWL, which is Pete Waterman Limited. Now I'm reading that again. I'm thinking of Jermaine Stewart. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. We don't need to be scraped off the street with a trowel. No, no. We just try not to fall to our death. Everybody wants to pick... Everybody wants to pick the lock. Right, now I have to work out how to do lock picking again. Because it's a pain in the backside. Oh, no, hold on. Before we do this, I'm going to check, just in case, Dodger has seen something. You never know, because this is we're in this room. And there might be something that he sees. 5:30. Ooh, there we go. Right, so, using Dodger's intuition, you find an expensive-looking cigarette case. Perhaps this could help you meet your quota with Fagin. If you choose to take it, add the cigarette case to Dodger's inventory. Are we taking the cigarette case? Yes? No? Excuse me. Shall we take the cigarette case? Yes or no? Hell yes, take the shiny. What would Lindsay do? Cool. So that is a what's it expensive looking cigarette? We'll just write cigarette case next to Dodger. I mean, it doesn't help us, but smoking is bad, but yes. As I say, you know, it doesn't help us in the scenario, but, you know, such is the way. So, you want to pick the lock. Turn to 84. Okay. Oh, that's if you pick the lock. Right, so, how do we pick the lock? Where was it? Somewhere in the beginning. Does it say anything about lock picking? Ah, delays and lock picking, 203. When attempting to pick a lock, you must have at least one lockpick. Well, Dodger has 6. Each lock has its own combination that you must attempt to roll. For example, combination is 3, 5, 4, 1. Roll 6 dice and make a note of the numbers rolled. If the numbers rolled match the numbers of the sequence in whatever order, you get it straight away. If not, but you have any number of the sequence, you can either start again. If you choose to do this, you must add 1 delay point. Or take note of the numbers you already have, roll 3 more dice and attempt to roll... Ah, yes, right, yes, I remember now. Let's put a little mark in 5:30. So we're going to roll all the dice. You see the Antiques Road Trip. Sherlock Holmes, yes, fine. So we take all the dice. Roll them. And we look away. The number we require, in no particular order, is 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that. There's a 4, there's a 5, there's a 6, and there's a 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only need a 2. It says we're meant to use 3 dice. Okay, so we know we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 203. Yeah, 203 again. Sorry, going back to the tutorial. Take a note of the numbers you already have. Roll 3 more dice and attempt to roll the rest of the numbers. So we only need a 2. Yeah, we only need a 2 out of 3 dice. There's your 2. There we are. So all done. Done and dusted. Nice and easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 203, just double check. The moment you take a note of the numbers you have, attempt to roll those numbers. If you manage to roll at least one of the other numbers, you can roll 3 dice continuously until you either succeed in rolling the rest of the numbers or fail to roll any more of them. The moment you fail to roll any of the numbers left, your lockpick will break, cross it off your inventory, add 1 delay point, and start again. If you came here from a tutorial shortcut, you must now return to the passage you came from, otherwise you can continue on and use what you have learned to pick the... No, we've done that. So back to 530, and we managed to pick the lock, so turn into 84. Hooray us. Congratulations. Well done, everybody. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, yeah. You got 2 or 3 and a 6, actually. Oh no, my pencil. No. Oh, it's gone again. Why do they do this? What is that about pencils and their need to escape? That literally just fell on the floor. Where's it gone? Oh, it's all the way over there. Good lord. A blue pencil snuggled up against a blue Ethernet cable. Not ideal. Excuse me. 84 then. You are now Holmes. Whilst Dodger is making his infiltration, you find yourself waiting outside patiently with Watson in silence. Until he asks the burning question you can tell has been on his mind all evening. So, who exactly is this boy? Oh, you mean Dodger, you answer. Yes, I'm fairly certain I've never heard you speak of him before. Oh, you know me, Watson, always making new friends. In actual fact, how we met is a funny story. He tried to steal my wallet. Tried? Watson mocks. So he's not as good a pickpocket as he makes out. Oh no, he's the best I've ever seen. He succeeded in the lift. I just happened to catch him before he left the street. Believe me, many have failed to even get that far. Well, the change of viewpoint is confusing. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, just imagine it as Dodger's doing his stuff. He's picking locks inside. The camera pans back out to Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law stood in the street outside. Or Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, if you will. Depends on who your Holmes is. So if you caught him, why didn't you turn him into the police? Because talents like that are very rare, and it is quite often in my line of work that I'm required to work outside of the law to obtain certain pieces of evidence. I thought one day he might be useful to me, so I offered him a job. And you trust him not to steal from you again? Well, I didn't pay him much, but occasionally I use my influence with the police to make them look the other way. All in all, it's a very advantageous relationship on both sides. He would stand to lose a lot more than me if he abused it, and if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like he's made it to the other side of the door. You then hear the door unbolt, and it then opens to reveal the cheeky face of the young street urchin on the other side. Ta-da! He says, as if unveiling. You've not seen the Cumberbatch one? Oh, Kit. Oh, you must. It's a Stephen Moffat, Mark Gatiss. It's absolutely genius. It is absolutely genius. Do watch it. It is very, very good. A very lovely modern interpretation of the whole thing. Oh, good show, Dodger, you say in exultation. Now I need you to keep a look. Oh no, it's Holmes. Good show, Dodger, you say in exultation. Now I need you to keep a lookout whilst Watson and I take a look around inside. As soon as you see anyone coming towards the building, I need you to signal us. Right-o, Mr. Holmes, you can count on me. Entering through the door... Jeremy Brett, well, yes, I was... For us older people in the room, Steve, Jeremy Brett is indeed... my quintessential Holmes. He is my Holmes, like Tom Baker is my Doctor. I just this week streamed Granada's The Hand of the Baskervilles with Jeremy Brett. Fantastic. Consummate Holmes. Absolutely. Sam, hello. Good evening. How are you? Yes, he is. He is indeed the Consummate Holmes. You have come at an absolutely fantastic time. I need more hours of my life to watch, read all the stuff I've got on my list. I know, Kit. I know. We're all the same. We're all the same. Back from quizzing and freezing your nadgers off. Oh, my friend. Well, come in and warm your cockles. Warm your cockles against the fire. Kit Kat, we have a spare third on DVD. Ah, nice. Right. Where are we? The door has opened. That's right. Entering through the door that Dodger unlocked, you and Watson make your way into the building with your oil lamps. You've not long stepped inside when you hear a light thud. Holmes, did you hear that? Watson says, concerned. Yes, Watson replied. I believe I did. Well, shouldn't we go and investigate? It's probably just a cat. Nevertheless, perhaps you should go and take a look. If you find something, come and fetch me. As soon as Watson has left your side, you make your way to the office, where you had your fake interview earlier that day, and begin your search. You can see several areas of interest. One is a pile of letters on one side of the desk. Another is a big ledger that you imagine may be the bookkeeping for the business. And there is also a large crumpled document that could be a chart or a map of some kind. As well as this, there are also numerous filing cabinets. Turn to 92. Well. Kettle is on, and by the same token, David Suchet is the quintessential Poirot. Of course he is. It's supposed to be -4 in the northwest. Well, I can tell you, it's been absolutely horrendous the last few nights. Where are we at just now? We are at... come on. Register the old finger. According to this, we're at 1 degree. No, it's just gone down to 0. So we're at freezing point already. Oh, the joy. Yep. Cool. Alrighty. Well, all I can say is wrap up warm, folks. If you have hot water bottles, time to get them out. Actually, Kit, you've got a massive, big, long hot water bottle, haven't you? Those are cool. Number 92, then. For this section, you must keep a record of delay points. Oh, okay. When you reach 6 delay points or finish searching, turn to 576. Now choose where you would like to investigate. Okay, right. You didn't realise that Watson was played by 2 different actors in the Granada series. Do you know what, Steve? It's been so long, I didn't know that. I don't remember that either. Yes, your long sausage one. Yes. The long sausage one. Right, so delay points. Again, that's delays 203. So, what does it say again? For those of you who are late to the stream, apologies, the music is off because it was actually causing us buffering. So obviously the network is not great tonight, and neither am I. Whatever Jason has had has now 100% been passed on to me. Delays. In certain situations, this is how you will keep a record of time. You will only need to add these up for the duration of the event. In this case, once you get inside one way or another, the event will be over, and therefore the delay counter can be returned to 0 for use later. Okay, so searching is going to cause us delays. So either we reach 6 delay points or we finish searching, whichever happens first. David Burt, the Edward Hardwick. Oh, okay. You have an amazing heated vest thing there too. Oh, like Lindsay bought one of those. She bought like a gilet, which you just plug a USB charger into. David Burt left the series following and off to join the Royal Shakespeare Company. Well, no knocking that, absolutely 100%. And one of them was the voice of Lord Croft in one of the Tomb Raider games. Oh, that's cool. So we need to search, but not search too thoroughly. I don't know. Yes, I suppose the point is, yes, it's a light search without causing too much delay. Because obviously, the less delay, the longer we can search for. all the more options we get to search, I suppose. Right, here's your choices then. Filing cabinet, pile of letters, ledger, crumpled document. So let's go C for cabinets, L for letters, B for book, ledger, and D for document. Yeah? C for cabinet, L for letters, B for book, D for document. Go that way. Mine isn't USB, it's plug-in, but yeah, it's a similar thing. Oh no, you want to get the USB. It just has a cable, and so you know those chargers that we have, the like 22,000 milliamp portable chargers, about the same size as my phone. You just plug one of those in. It's one of the comforted. That sounds nice. Related to Holmes, saw a picture of Robin Ince having a pub dinner with Colin Jeeveson for 96. Wow. That's cool. Oh, where's that guy? It's coming over here. Comfy temp. Oh, that does look nice. Oh! Ah, right, okay, so what you've got there is the wraparound body equivalent of the massive blankets that we bought last year. So we got 2 massive heated blankets. So Lindsay and Jason sit with these fuckers on, and Indy sits on top of them. I get nothing, but then I'm normally hot anyway. But yeah, so they both have the heated blankets. So exactly the same as that. They both plug in. The controller looks almost identical. I'm sat there noodling like a doofus. Nice. Right, we have choices are coming in. Sam and Mazybug would both like to go pile of letters. Lettuce? Oh, I didn't realise. So did Nathan and Lamfam as well. Further up, because I've been too busy occupied by looking at the wonderful comfy gilet. So that's 4 for letters then. See all you countdown lot with your letters. I tell you. Let us be thankful. Pile of letters, 192. Is that right? Oh yeah, 192. So exactly 100 on from where we are now. If this was a Jonathan Green novel, I'd be going, Oh, now see, Kit's coming in last with a crumpled document. Well, we might have to swing back round to that one, Kit. For now, we're going to go have a look at the letters at 192. Excuse me. Oh, we did. Okay. Can go for a little bit longer. 192. Looking through the pile of letters, you find one that has not been sealed and decide to read the contents. It appears to be a generic letter intended for house owners, making them an offer to sell their properties for a reasonable sum. Add 1 delay point and turn back to 92. Bum! Where's the delay point? Where are the delay points? Do they go somewhere in here? No. Okay. Delays. 1. I'd rather eat a pile of letters than some lettuce. What's like the old joke? Knock knock, who's there? Cabbage, cabbage who? Knock knock, who's there? Cabbage, cabbage who? Knock knock, who's there? Cabbage, cabbage who? Repeat as long as you need to repeat. Knock knock, who's there? Lettuce. Lettuce who? Let us be grateful, all the cabbages have gone. The same applies to aunt and uncle. Knock knock, who's there? 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 Auntie. Auntie who? Auntie, you're glad all the uncles have gone. Ta-da! Let us be grateful all the cabbages have gone. Right, so 192 did nothing. Oh, although, he says, suddenly, thinking perhaps he needs to quickly check back at 192. Ah-ha-ha-ha! 192, Holmes. Upon closer inspection, you notice that the typeface in these letters is the same as the threatening letter Macready showed you. They are definitely written on the same typewriter. Add evidence B2 68. Huzzah! Lucky. Right, back to 92 then, and your choices still stand. Will it be the cabinets, not the letters now, cabinets, book, or crumpled document? Nathan called. No, he can't have his jokes back. So, cabinet, book or ledger, if you will, or the crumpled document. C for cabinet, B for book, D for document. I'm not surprised. Lamfam's going for the crumpled document. Maisie's going for crumpled document. Oh, no, hold on. Maisie going for the cabinet. Lamfam is going for the crumpled document. Nathan is going for the cabinet. Stevie B is going for the book. Ooh. Kit, what are you going to choose? Are you going crumpled document? It's just so weird with that music. I like the music. It's a bit weird. Document. Okay, so we now have a 50-50. Well, a split. 2 people would like to go to the cabinet. 2 people would like to go to the document. Don't forget to use our intuition when we check. Oh no, I'm definitely going to be checking all of these whilst we're there, 100%. Anybody else? Anybody else of the alleged 7 viewers we have tonight so far? So far, 5 people have voted. 2 people have chosen the cabinet. 2 people have chosen the crumpled document. And 1 person has chosen the book or ledger. Anybody else wishing to cast a vote? Whoop, don't you dare. Also known as the Lynx effect. That would be your intuition. Other David Grant power groups are available. Too late to make the joke. Let us be thankful Liz Truss isn't PM anyone anymore. Yay! And yet still. The joke has been made. That would be TV's David Grant. Of course it would be TV's David Grant, as well we know. Or not so much these days, TV's David Grant. When was the last time you actually saw him on telly? See, I think he and Carrie have basically retired from the TV, certainly from the kids. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a child anymore, and I don't have a child who watches this sort of thing because we don't watch terrestrial television. He never has done. So I don't even know if TV's David Grant and the Wonderful Carrie are still doing things like the Music Shack or whatever the heck it was on ITV with that stupid dog. Don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Right, so we have got 2 for the cabinet, 2 for the document. I think if nobody else is going to vote, if nobody else wants to vote, of the 5, then we're going to have to put it to the dice. The dice of deciding is going to decide. Which means I need to have colour, please. Which one of the dice is going to be today? Choose. First, with 2 votes is the one we roll. I can't believe we have to decide on dice. Really? Rolly, 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 rolly. Keep rolling. Yellow. 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 Purple. Ew. More. Bring out the dancing horses. Come on. No, that's just... Ow. Ooh. Sorry. Small spot in the inside of my ear. Red! Oh my god. Ay. You need a Limp Biscuit. Well, yes, it's on the cards. It's on the cards. That was always going to be the... Keep rolling. It's on the list of things to be added. The long list of things to be added. Roll the dice to choose a dice. Go, no, I'm not doing. We had to do that before. I have 3 dice. Which one? Choose a colour. Choose a colour so I can roll to find out which of the dice we're going to roll, so I can find out which of the dice we're going to roll. This is just an intense inception of dice scenario. This is just silly. Purple, there we go, thank you. Right. 1 to 3 is the cabinet. 4 to 6 is the crumpled document. It's 6, it's the crumpled document. Hurrah. There we go. Is that not... There we are. This is Democracy Manifest. Get your hand off my penis.
Democracy Manifest. Get your hand
I
off
see
my
you are
penis.
ready to receive my limp penis. Right. Crumpled document it is, 422. Actually, does 92 have an intro? Just out of curiosity. Jeremy Brett going to come up with something interesting for entry number 92 whilst we're waiting. Don't think so. No, okay, that's fine. 422, however. No, so nothing for 422. Write a dice chooser plugin. Well, we had that thing, and it just killed the stream. Absolutely killed the stream. As lovely as it, and I really wanted that to work, so that you guys could actually roll the dice yourselves and have all the fun of doing it. And it just absolutely hammered our stream because there's this traffic up and down, up and down. Until I get on fibre, we're never going to get any of these nice things. As soon as we're on fibre, we're golden. He sounds like Pt2 stuff, yes. Right, 422. Yeah, as soon as we're on fibre, we're absolutely golden. I can't wait. I'm hoping it's going to be in by Christmas. I'd love it to be in by Christmas. I've heard nothing. And no response to my request either. Right, 422. Ooh, evidence. Unfolding the document, you find it is indeed a map. It shows a proposal to build a housing estate on the same land that Macready's house and 3 others sit. These houses are not shown on the plan, so the likelihood is that they will need to be demolished. Add evidence B3225 and add 1 delay point. What was that? B3225. Right, next up. What's it going to be? Cabinet or book? Cabinet or book? They did it for the land, indeed. Now, I'm just going to very quickly nip for P. So, please put your choices in chat. C for cabinet, B for book. I will be back in exactly 2 minutes. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Right, so CCB. So that's conclusively 4-2 on going to the cabinet. Now, I will just want to let you know this before I forget. So, whilst I'm reading this, okay, my Watson is the Watson. The Watson in my head is the Watson who was with Basil Rathbone. So, if anybody can remember those films from, the late 50s, Basil Rathbone, again, an absolutely classic Holmes. But the guy bumbling, yes, Holmes. That's who I've got channeling through my head when I'm doing Watson. Bowler hat, big tash, gun, case. That's who I've got. Now you quizzers will know who that is, and I can't remember for the life of me, but feel free to stick it in chat who it was if you can remember. So who was Watson to Basil Rathbone's Holmes? We are now going to back to 92, blah blah blah. I'm going to go to the cabinet of curiosities. Is filing cabinet 444. Quick, let's check and see if Holmes has any deductions on this place. Holmes 444. No, nothing there. Okay, so that's just going to be another clue for us. Nigel Bruce, if I remember correctly. Thank you, Sam. Is that right? Blah blah blah. Waffle. That's who I've got. Blustering and very competent doctor. Just a bit of the old. Not as bright as you might think Watson could be, but then Watson was never there. Watson was never there to help Holmes deduct. Watson was there to show how brilliant Holmes was in his deductions. Much like Steve and I, Steve is definitely the Holmes of the outfit, and I'm the Watson. For sure. Right, 444. Unfortunately, these cabinets appear to be locked. To get inside, you will require the use of at least one lockpick. If you're trying to pick the lock for each attempt, you must add one delay point. Combination is 6, 4, 5, 5. If you manage to pick the lock with 5 delay points or less, 10 to 25. If you reach 6 delay points before you are done, 10 to 5, 76. If you choose to check some other place in the room, 10 to 92. Are we going to have a go? He also tried to get him off the cocaine. Yes, he did. Absolutely right. Because he knew it was killing him. Dice, lock picking. Are we going to have a go at the lock pick? Yes or no? I think we should. I see no reason why not to. We've only got 2 delay. We've got 4 attempts. Pick it. Can I pick it? Yes, I can. Wilson, pick it. In the midnight hour. Right, what is our 6, 4, 5, 5? Wilson Pickett. Okay. Wave signs. Hey, pick the lock. Pick the lock. We're looking for a 6, a 4, and a pair of 5s. There's a 6, and there's a pair of 5s. Hold on. If you try to pick the lock for each attempt, you must add 1 delay point. Right, okay. So we're not losing anything, but we do add 1 delay point. Okay. Watson was somewhat of Holmes' Sandhorn. Exactly, yes. Can we pick it? Yes, we can. 6. 4. So we need a 4. There's our 4, and we are good. Right, so, bosh. Done. You managed to pick the lock with 5 delays or less, turn to 25. Yes, we have. In fact, we are luckily only on 3 delays. Still, the Granada series made Watson much more capable. Yes, yeah. I still liked the Basil Rathbone use, but I mean, Hand of the Baskervilles, in particular, always was, one of those standout ones, I guess. Jeremy Brett for Reichenbach Falls. Always at the end of that season was, oh my god, they both went over. No. I took. Yes, Kit. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's funny though, isn't it? Because you would have thought that of all the people that would have made picketing illegal, it would have been the Conservatives. I'm fading, so I'm going to sleep. No, Maisie, my darling. Just before you go. Hi, I'm Ed Winchester. There you go. That's for you. That's for you. Sleep well, my darling. Have a lovely time, hon. We'll catch you next week. So, Maisie, if you don't know, is in Winchester tonight. But not Ed Winchester. No, lovely. Right, the lock opens with a satisfying click, and you pull back the drawer and flick through a number of files until you find what you're looking for. The Last Will and Testament of Anthony Chuzzlewit. From reading this, you learn that Anthony left his son Jonas a significant piece of land in his will. You recognise this as the same piece of land that Macready's house sits on. You decide to take this document and close the cabinet. Add evidence B110. B110. I'm also going to write down Chuzzlewit Last Will. Excuse me. If you have now reached 6 delay points, turn to 576. Otherwise, you can continue exploring 10 to 92. Huzzah! We get to carry on. So, finally, out of all of it, the ledger. Number 92, the ledger 532. 532. Double checking, of course, in case Holmes has any deductive abilities. On 532. He does, but we need to read it first. So 532. This appears to be a record of the business bookkeeping. Looking through it all appears to be above board, but upon reaching the last few pages, you notice that a page has been ripped out. The pages after this are unfortunately blank. Looking closely at the first blank page, you notice that there are indentations of what could have been written on the page before, but it is too faint to make out. Add 1 delay point. Well, we'll add 1 delay point, take us to 4. However, we notice that by grabbing a piece of paper from the desk and placing it on top of the blank page, you proceed to skim a pencil over the indentation to reveal what had been written on the ripped out page. It is a flowchart showing how the company can profit from building houses with inferior materials and sell them on at a higher price. Add evidence B3115. And then that just says go back to 92. And I don't know what we do now, because we've done everything. Okay, so we've if you reach 6 delay points or finish searching, turn to 576. And that's where we're off to then, 576. Let me just double check. 576, just in case. Oh, yes, okay, so there is something there. Note that in a minute. 576, here we go. You have been searching long when you hear footsteps behind you and assume these are those of your dutiful company. We have got through everything without delaying. We have got 4 delays out of 6, and we are good and golden. You have not been searching long when you hear footsteps behind you and assume they are those of your dutiful companion. Ah, Watson, good. I was just about to... Holmes! Upon hearing the panic in the doctor's voice, you turn to see that he is not alone. With him are 2 men. One holds a knife to his throat, and the other is your interviewer from earlier that day. Instinctively, you go for your revolver, but only go so far before Jonas pulls his gun on you. Holmes? Jonas says. Now you see I'm confused, because that's not the name you gave in the interview. It's a shame, because you did very well. I was actually considering giving you the job. What would it have been, you ask? Digging more tunnels and murdering people? I have no idea what you're talking about. As far as I can see, the only criminals here are the two men who broke into my place of business after dark. Now, if you know what's good for you, you put your weapons down. You reluctantly do as he says. So, what's the plan, you ask? Are you going to kill us both and hide the bodies? Actually, I thought I might let the police handle it, Jonas says. They are on their way as we speak. The trouble is they might get here too late. Too late for what? Too late to prevent the terrible accident that occurs when you attempt to escape. You look to Watson in fear. Turn to 205. Dun, dun, dun. Tonight on Dick Barton, the Special Agent. 205. It seems like it might be the end for you when suddenly, from out of nowhere, a small projectile flies across the room and hits Watson's captor in the face, giving the Doctor the perfect opportunity to disarm him and fight back. At the same time, Jonas hears his accomplice cry out in pain. He turns back for a fraction of a second, giving you the chance to tackle him for his gun. Then, from across the room, you see Dodger charge in, ready to join the fight. Turn to 50. Ooh. Intrigue. And action. You're about to embark upon a fight that makes use of special abilities and team bonuses in combat. Oh, God. What time is it? Yeah, let's try and have a go at this then. Let's have a go at this then and see what happens. If you're not already familiar with these rules, turn to 130 and then return to this passage after to play out this fight. You can make use of the following abilities in this fight. Holmes' special abilities carried out on a roll of 6 or a double. Brawling, judo throw, take 3 damage off your enemy. Weapons, deadly slice, takes 4 damage off your enemy. Ranged, deadly shot, 6 equals 4 damage, double equals 6 damage off your enemy. Deduction, anticipate move, -2. To one attribute. Oh, hold on a second. Oh no, we did that. Yes, okay, fine. That was the paper. Anticipate move, -2 to one attribute roll for opponent for the rest of the fight. Can be used multiple times, but only for one attribute at a time. If there are multiple opponents, you can -1 from their team. But defense, disarm. Holmes disarms his opponent of their ranged or melee weapons depending on attack. This will mean that they can only defend using this attribute for the rest of the battle. If there are multiple opponents, you will -1 from their team bonus for this attribute instead. Can only be used once per fight. If successful, you also take 0 damage. Oh my god, this is bonkers. Right, 130. Right. Thanks, Joseph. This is not easy. Oh, right, okay, so we do the... Oh my god, it's like 4 pages of it. Combat table, oh yes. Oh yes, the combat table. Hold on. Need a thing to come back to 50. This is a lot. Right, we'll come back to these in a minute. Combat table. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to scrub all this out. Right. Presumably this is done as a team. How does this work then? Before beginning combat, first make a copy of the table above. If you use pen, blah, 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 blah. When beginning a fight, you must add the following to your table. Fill in the U column with your attribute totals. If you have any much. What about teams? Team bonus not relevant for intruder fight. In some fights, you may have to face more than one opponent. All enemies will fight you as one, and combat will play out the same except for two differences. Firstly, there will be an additional stamina score for each enemy, meaning you have to pick which one you're attacking and remove the damage from them if you win. You cannot split the damage. Secondly, for each additional enemy fighting on their side, there will be a team bonus. This will be added to all attributes except those on 0 until one or more of your enemies are killed. If you have an ally accompanying you during the fight, you will also get a team bonus to certain stats. You will normally find these at the bottom of the passage underneath your enemy's stats. Unless it says otherwise, your ally will never be attacked. Team bonuses are added to the plus column next to the you or enemy columns. Or is that the T bonus? Something is possible attributes, values. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So let's see what we've got. I'll go back to 30 if needs be. This may take a while, so bear with me. This is where it gets. This is where it's fun. It's difficult because trying to keep this entertaining whilst writing all of this out at the same time is not necessarily ideal. But obviously we want to do the combat correctly. So, Jonas and Associates. So, us. Hold on. Us is. So let's go. Brawling is 8, 7, 6, 6. No, 8, 7, 6, 8, 10, and 6. Stamina's 24. There's our Jonas and Associates. Brawling 6. Weapons 8. Ooh. Ranged 7. Magic and Science 0. Deduction 5. And Stealth 6. So. Team bonus. +1 to all attributes above 0. -1 to team bonuses each time a man is beaten. So +1 to all attributes above 0. 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Holmes team bonuses. Dodger +2. How does that? Oh, Dodger's +2 to stealth. Oh, I should have done them there. That's fine. We'll just go +2 to stealth. Watson +2 to magic and science. Wow. Okay. Right. So now, if I remember rightly, 130. Roll the dice. Sometimes it's possible that attributes values may go up and down during battle. This can happen for a number of reasons, including your enemy losing a team bonus because whose companies have been beaten, blah, 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 blah. So, realistically, right, let's go through it. Roll one die to... Oh no, hold on. Fill in the U column with your attributes. If you have any bonuses or penalties, write these in the plus or minus columns alongside it. Example, if you have 8 in brawling, +1 alibi. Fill in the enemy column, compare your numbers including bonuses between the U and enemy columns, and if you have the highest in that particular attribute, you write win. So, 8, 6, win, and there's 2 difference. Lose, -1. Is that right? Yes, okay. Oh, he didn't say what the enemy's stamina was. Stamina 6, 4. Oh, 6 and 4. Gosh, they really are weak. Still, that's never stopped them in the past. Right, okay, 6, 7. So lose 1. 8, 0, win 8. 10, 5, win 5. 6, 6, draw 0. Okay, right. So I think. Wow. So they're going to get +3. That cancels out. That cancels out. That's 10. 4. But we get +1. Okay, weird. Right, I'm sorry about this. Right, let's go through the phases then. So phase 1, we've determined. Right, dice we need to choose. So we need to choose what combat we're going to do. And so I need 5 dice. So I need 2 for us, 2 for them, and 1 that will roll to determine what's what. So which dice for us? 2 colours, please. Let's go for the groups that we did before. So it's purple, blue. So which group for us and which group for them? And in that preamble, I've probably lost all of you. It's so painful sometimes. Purple, blue for us. Okay, cool. Red and black for them. Red and black. Red and black for them. Okay, fine. Which colour do we roll to determine what the... You're still alive, that's fine. Which colour to determine... Oh, red and green. Oh, no. Conflict. White. So that's the one we rolled to determine. We'll go purple and blue for us, red and black for them. We'll go. Sorry, Steve. We'll just. I'm just going to go quickly with these and see what happens. It's just try to get up and running. Let's see. So number one is brawling, to which we have +3 advantage. So whatever we roll, we're going to get a +3. Okay. So for us, 5. That's 8. It's not great. 6, 7, 8, 9. So they win. Hurrah! Well done them. So 24, 22. It's 2 stamina off each time. It's 1 again. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 2 off. I'm just going to take them in order. It's a 5, which is deduction, to which we have a +4 bonus. So whatever we roll, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for us, and 7 for them. That's 2. That's 2. That is weapons, to which we are even. So that's good. So there's no, it's literally just on the dice. 10 for us and 6 for them. So opponent 1 is dead. That's a 1, which gives us a +3 bonus. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for us, and 6 for them. Down to 2. 6, that is stealth. We get a +1 bonus. Whoop. Oh no! Oh dear. Bear with. I have no idea where that went. That could be anywhere. Oh! Excellent, it stayed on top of the PC. It was a 6. Oh well. Helpful tutors. Yes, thank you. I know that. Okay, we're good, we're good. What did I say? 6, so we've got +1. 6, 7, 8 for us. And 6 for them. They are dead, which means they are dead, ladies and gentlemen. We have won. Excuse me. So there we go. Combat done. Hurrah. We win and fight another day. Thank goodness for that. Because I didn't want to have to work out any more. I did. That was just like very strange. Where were we? 50, I think. Yes. Excuse me. 30, I might just see what we've got coming up here. So, blah 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 blah. We never rolled any of those anyway, and that's fine. Managed to beat both of them, turning to 430. Whoop. No sooner has the last man fallen when the police arrive with one of Jonas' thugs leading the way. Good, you brought them, Jonas says as he sits up. Constables, I would like you to arrest these men for breaking and entering, theft and assault. As the police come towards you, you recognise Inspector Gregson from Scotland Yard. Holmes, you better have a good explanation for this, Gregson asks. My good Inspector, you say, this is not what it looks like at all. I have evidence to prove that this man and his accomplice are responsible for the murder of James Macready, who died last night. If Dodger has a cigarette case in his inventory, turn to 590. Yes, he does. Now, hold on, though. 430. Is there an option for Holmes? Or anybody, realistically. But we're under the Holmes thing, I suppose. 430... 424, 434, that's Watson, Holmes, 430, no, Dodger. Got anything in there about 430, my son? 430, no. Okay, fine, so there is nothing in there. Dodger does have a cigarette case in his inventory, so we have to turn to 590. This is where we're going to get nicked, isn't it? Unless, of course, it belongs to the murdered man. It could belong to Mr. Macready. $5.90. Come on. 89. 90. Oh, 430. Right. Nonsense, says Jonas. These men are lying thieves. If you don't believe me, check the boy. I know for a fact that he stole an antique cigarette case from upstairs. Go ahead, you say. I'm sure Mr. Dawkins has nothing to hide. Unfortunately, as it turns out, your good faith in your new recruit is misplaced, because the moment the constable checks Dodger's pockets, he not only finds the cigarette case, but a number of other stolen items. Upon finding these items, the three of you are arrested on the spot. As you are put into handcuffs, you and Watson look at Dodger in disappointment. The last thing you hear him say before the three of you are marched off is, "Sorry, Mr. Holmes." Fortunately, you're only in jail for one night before the three of you are bailed out by your loyal contact in the police, good old Inspector Lestrade. You try to explain to him the details of the case and attempt to get it back on track, but it appears that in between the time you were arrested and released, that Jonas took it upon himself to burn the evidence against him and flee the country. With a feeling of defeat, you, Watson and Dodger all return home, remove all loot items collected by Dodger, as these have been confiscated, and turn to 515. Oh, Dodger, you twazzock. Goodbye, cigarette case. 515. And that is us. We ballsed that up. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. 515, as it turns out, is of course the beginning of the main adventure. So, that is where we will carry on next week. We will start over. We can always go back and do it again, it says. But we have decisions to make. Lots of decisions to make. We do get to carry on. It is the primary adventure now. We've done the tutorial, as it were. We may have got half the tutorial right. We may have failed at the last hurdle. But let's be honest, Dodger was always going to pick something up, because that's Dodger. I know I certainly would have gone with that element if it was me. For sure. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. So there we go. I hope we're still enjoying it. Sorry, I mean the combat. Once we get the combat down, it's fine. I mean we've only had 2 proper combat scenarios so far, and it just takes that time. Once the combat flows, it's fine, but it's all the extra bits that you have to take into consideration, which is the hard bit to remember, I think. So I need you guys to keep me right as we're going forward on this. Yeah, we only flunked the tutorial again for the second week in a row, and my thing's got all doodlally again. Why is this doing stupid stuff? Come on, it's just going to move it. It must be just a touch too dark for us. I don't know why. Never mind, it doesn't matter. That's where we'll leave it for this week. We will add it into next week's show, and we will carry on from there. So, guys, thank you very much. That's been an absolutely fantastic evening. I'm hoping that this will all be gone by next week. Judging by the way that Jason is, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. We flunked the tutorial. Well, we didn't flunk the tutorial. We got most of the way there. We just the guy got away. The guy got away with murder and fled the country. So, what are you going to do? It's a learning curve. Let's put it that way. Holmes has got to learn somehow. Watson also has got to learn, and now we know we can look fucking the Artful Dodger, old what's his name? Jim Hawkins. No, it's not Jim Hawkins, is it? Kit, I always rely on you to pay attention. How else do we get through these things? It's as simple as that. I'm always reliant on you. I need you to be my eyes and ears. Guys, genuinely, if you want to take notes, feel free to do so. Anything that helps. I know Stevie B sometimes does. Objection. It's the Dodgers' fault they're asking. Of course it is. Of course it is. So, yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it for today. I think that's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm looking forward to getting into the nitty-gritty of it. The less combat we have to do, the better. Everything else seems to be fairly straightforward. Remembering to check the back for additional information is always wise. Although, interestingly enough, no, we didn't get to use the clues. So although we spent all that time gathering those clues, there was no... if you've got the clues, you can now make your sum thing happen. Because we just didn't get it. There was... no, we got all of the B codes, but there was no option to do any sort of jump to page. And I presume it would have happened if we hadn't been caught by Dodger, or if Dodger hadn't been caught, that we may have had the chance to present the evidence to the police and therefore get Jonas Chuzzlewit up on the old gallows. So yeah, never mind. Hey-ho. Always fun to do. Bear in mind, if you want to buy the book, you can do. And you can always have a go at the tutorial yourself and see if you do any better than we do. We'll carry on next week. I'm absolutely thoroughly enjoying this. I hope you are as well. I think we've got absolutely tons of this book to get through. There are 1,000+ entries, which is way bigger than any of the normal, and we've barely scraped 50. Even with I mean, last week we only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 last week. Backtracking, this week we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, so slightly more. Thieves a little toe rag. In around about the same time. So that's just over 2 hours, 20 minutes, and that I think that's kind of roughly what we were last week, give or take a couple of hours last week. I'm going to bolt and say thank you very much, guys. Look after yourselves, have a great weekend, and hopefully all being well, we'll do some diggy hole on Monday, even if I don't talk much, and I fix the audio so that you can hear stuff but the VOD doesn't get it. That's what I want to do. I want to fix the VOD, fix it so that we can play whatever we like music-wise, and we can have a playlist playing that, which means I can play stuff from the PC without it causing any issues with downloading from YouTube, which of course, but there's ways and means of sorting it out. So I'll sort that out for Monday, I hope, because it may well be the way I'm feeling. I might not be going anywhere this weekend. Although I've got a shed load of stuff to record on Saturday with Steve, so fingers crossed I'm okay for that, otherwise it'll be Sunday. So yeah, that'll be Monday. I'll let you know either way. But for now, take care, guys, and look after each other, and we'll see. You'll be online on Monday because Nathan's out quizzing, even though it's my birthday. Oh, Kit! Well, let's do something nice. Let's you're doing birthday things on Sunday. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Let us see what we can do. I don't know if we can. Do I have a Victorian sound? No, see, I was looking for that. I was looking for something like that. I will see what I can find, and I'll see if I can download something. Because if I can download it, I can play it. Then I've got no worries about streaming. Because it's this constant, the buffering of the audio is causing delays on the stream. And so if I can cut that element out, hopefully things will be a little better. Steampunk as well, yes, yeah. If you're in the Discord and you find something, preferably copyright-free, ideally copyright-free, but if not, as I say, I'm trying to work out how... I know there's a thing I can do which allows me to play audio out, but it doesn't go on the VOD, so the VOD's silent. So therefore it doesn't get picked up, and therefore it doesn't get muted, and that's great. Or DMC banned. So that way we can play what we like. So yeah, we could find something. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to stick them in the Discord. If you need access to the Discord, drop me a whisper and I'll tell you how to get there. Until then, guys, take care, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday, all being well. All right, look after each other. See you soon. Thanks again for a lovely evening. Take care, folks. Bye for now. Bye.